Good. Petitions from the public this evening. Are there any petitions from the public? A reminder, you have 3 minutes. Please state your name and address.
Good evening, Board. Thomas Saliga, 340 Dartmoor. Today, I'm not here to talk about quarry because I believe the quarry is something the mayor probably does not get it. I'm going to talk about something different. On June 20th, this board approved Ordinance 12-0995. For the most part, this ordinance deals with ethics, raising the bar. As part of this ordinance, there was also clarification on how mayor will be compensated in 2013 after the election. This is an important issue that I will actually bring up at a different time because it deserves its own 3 minutes. That evening, there were very strong words from the mayor, raising the bar, wanting to do more, talking to Springfield. All of were echoed by Trustee Chavez on what a wonderful job mayor is doing. And I don't know if Trustee Chavez is trying to convince me, but he's not doing a good job. Let's talk about doing more. On December 12th, right from this podium during the informational meeting with Hanson Material for Nottingham Ridge residents, resident asked direct question to Mayor, have you ever received any money from Hanson Material? Mayor actually never answered that question, but we know the truth that it's actually on more than one occasion. Looking at the last quarterly statement from Citizens for NOAC, there are 48
caution
individual...
you that if you get into politics or political statements, that's not going to be acceptable. You can make comment, but we're not going to let you do a political...
I'm not being political.
Okay.
I'm just
Continue,
making
please.
comments. Yes, there are 48 individual donations. There are 12 from businesses with Romeoville address. So as a resident, I have doubts about it. Romeoville address businesses donating to mayor. I mean, I can question that, and that's not political at all. Let's talk about one of the donations from that statement. On May 31st, there's a donation from law firm out of Joliet, Tracy, Johnson, and Wilson, which is nothing unusual about it except that our village attorney works for that law firm. So again, somebody might question why somebody who's doing business with the village is donating to mayor. In closing, I believe you don't need Springfield or Washington to make new laws. I believe you can raise the bar higher by simply not accepting money that somebody might question as questionable, to say the least. But frankly, I don't think you get it.
Great. Since an implication has been made, I will be clear that any and all funds that any committee may receive are all within legal course. I will also make clear that as a individual who actually serves on the State Finance Reforms Committee and has advocated for many revisions in the state's campaign finance laws, I would be glad to answer any question at any time. And I'm sure that all the multitudes of charities that we help throughout the year would also love to continue to receive those. So other than that, I'm not going to get into it in-depthly, but anytime anybody personally would love to ask me any question, I would be more than happy to answer it. As for the reference to the aforementioned change in the mayor's salary, the clarification simply was, as we did in actually 2006 when it was originally passed when I was not mayor, it was clarified it so that there wasn't a difference between part-time and full-time. It was felt that there was potential legal gray area, then being able to switch between the two. Therefore, clarification to the full-time, which it has been since that point, seemed appropriate for clarifying our own rules. If you would like any further discussion on that at any other time, we will be happy to discuss it.
I'm a member of the Illinois Municipal League, and I attend conferences. And Romeoville is also not the first town I've ever lived in. And I just want to say that this is one of the best run, most efficient villages that I have ever had the privilege of living in. And I consider it a real privilege to serve on this board with citizens and public servants of the caliber that we have here in our town. And that's all I have.